Hello and welcome to For the Win channel, where we will be talking about practical ways to improve and elevate daily routines, personal satisfaction, and increase the quality of life, goals, expectations, mental health, or personal interactions. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of intrusive thoughts, unable to shake them off? Imagine these thoughts as a giant elephant in the room, massive, overwhelming, and seemingly impossible to move. We call this the Elephant Simile, a vivid depiction of how intrusive thoughts can feel. Dwelling on these intrusive thoughts can breed dissatisfaction with life, fueling negative emotions we'd rather avoid. This constant negativity creates a cloud over our daily experiences, hindering our overall well-being. Intriguingly, our dissatisfaction with life serves as a catalyst, urging us to pursue more, to reach for greater heights, and to seek fulfillment in various aspects of our existence. Within this pursuit lies an enigmatic paradox. Life, in its complex tapestry, often responds by presenting us with challenges and situations that intensify our discontent. It's as if the universe conspires to test our resilience, amplifying our dissatisfaction in a seemingly relentless cycle. This cycle, much like a cosmic dance, can leave us feeling perplexed and even disheartened. The more we yearn for contentment, the more elusive it seems, leading us into a loop of unmet expectations and unfulfilled desires. Each unmet goal or unsatisfied longing adds another layer to our dissatisfaction, creating a cyclical pattern that can be both bewildering and frustrating. This paradox, often known as the law of reversed effort or the backward law, is a curious reality. The more fervently we pursue our desires, the more disappointment seems to follow, as if the universe intentionally places obstacles in our path. Despite our hardest efforts, our goals sometimes elude us, disheartening us. This phenomenon serves as a reminder. Life's journey isn't just about relentless pursuit. It's about embracing the balance between determination and patience. Understanding this paradox liberates us from the weight of disappointment. It teaches us that fulfillment often comes when we release our tight grip on outcomes. While we continue our pursuits, let's remember that life's timing might not align with our desires, but there's wisdom in its unfolding. And that is what we're gonna dive into in today's video, the backward law. Have you ever felt that the more you desire something, the further away it seems to slip? That's the paradox we're exploring today. But before we proceed with the rest of the video, make sure to support our channel by subscribing and sharing your thoughts in the comment section down below. Now, armed with this intriguing concept, let's continue on our journey of discovery. Let's delve deeper. Imagine this. The backward law tells us that the more desperately we chase something, the more it seems to slip away from our grasp. So, the big question arises: how do we achieve our goals, especially when this paradox seems to be working against us? The key lies in what we truly desire. It's not about superficial wants, but about defining our individuality and shaping who we are at our core. Before we even think about pursuing anything, we need to establish what genuinely resonates with our essence. What is it that we deeply, authentically want for ourselves? Take a moment to pause and think about your life's goals and desires. Are you aiming for happiness, or perhaps striving for success? Maybe your dream is to build your own family. Our comment section is wide open for you to share. Who knows, your thoughts might just inspire others to reflect on their aspirations too. Let's get talking. Now that we're able to take a moment to see our wants and goals, it's essential to distinguish between fleeting desires and profound aspirations. The latter, those goals that reflect our true passions and values, become a beacon guiding our efforts. It's about aligning our goals with our innermost desires, forging a path that's not just about achievement, but about self-discovery and fulfillment. Our desires often stem from a sense of lack in certain aspects of our lives. It's this feeling of insufficiency that drives us to seek external things like wealth, possessions, love, and power, believing they'll fill the void within us. However, the danger lies in the insatiable nature of this pursuit. When driven by a sense of lack, we may find ourselves endlessly acquiring and accumulating, and yet the emptiness persists. It becomes an infinite loop, an unquenchable thirst for more, leading us down a path of constant dissatisfaction. As individuals, it's crucial to recognize this pattern. We must learn to set boundaries, to establish a standard or threshold for what we genuinely need in our lives. It's about understanding that true fulfillment doesn't come from an endless accumulation of things, but from finding contentment in what we have, appreciating the present moment, and nurturing meaningful connections. By acknowledging our desires, understanding their origins, and setting realistic standards, we break free from the cycle of lack. This shift in perspective empowers us to seek fulfillment within ourselves and our relationships, rather than in the relentless pursuit of external possessions. After recognizing that the sense of lack only traps us in an endless loop of desire, the focus shifts to something deeper. The will to truly live, to embrace our individuality. We constantly want because the world offers boundless possibilities, and what we desire always seems insufficient. The will, driven by external cravings, can never truly satisfy us. It's an insatiable force, always pushing for more. Instead of succumbing to this endless pursuit, what we need is the ability to cultivate contentment within ourselves. Building contentment becomes our shield against the relentless urges compelling us towards unnecessary acquisitions. It's about finding joy in the simple moments, appreciating the beauty of what we already possess, and nurturing gratitude for the present. Contentment doesn't mean stagnation. It's not about settling for less. Rather, it's the art of recognizing the abundance in our lives and finding fulfillment in the present without constantly craving for more. When we establish contentment, the incessant will to accumulate fades away. It's like finding a serene harbor amidst the stormy sea of desires, a place where we can be at peace with what we have and who we are. So, as we navigate this complex terrain of wants and needs, let's embrace the power of contentment. It's not about denying ourselves, but about appreciating the richness of our lives without being enslaved by unending desires. By building contentment, we reclaim control over our aspirations, finding fulfillment in the here and now. Before we conclude this video, let's talk about something important: contentment. We all have our own definitions of it, but I want you to take a moment just for yourself. How do you define contentment in your life? Is it finding happiness in the little moments? Is having a complete family the essence of contentment for you? Or perhaps a fulfilling love life defines your sense of contentment? Reflect on what truly brings you peace and fulfillment. Your understanding of contentment is uniquely yours, and exploring it can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself. So take this moment and consider what contentment means to you. That being said, the backward law, contrary to what it might seem, isn't a negative force. It doesn't aim to stifle our ambitions or discourage us from setting goals. Instead, it nudges us to reassess what we genuinely want and need in our lives. It's a subtle reminder that our desires should align with our authentic selves. This paradox urges us not to cease dreaming or pursuing our passions, but to do so with a renewed perspective. It challenges us to dig deeper, to understand the essence of our aspirations. By doing so, we avoid the constant disappointment of chasing goals that, in the end, might not fulfill us as profoundly as we initially thought. In essence, the backward law encourages us to be discerning in our pursuits. It's about setting intentions that resonate with our core values, ensuring that our ambitions are in harmony with our true selves. By aligning our goals with our authentic desires, we create a path that leads not just to accomplishment, but to genuine fulfillment. Let's recap the important points we discussed in this video. We explored our wants and goals, delving into the essentials we truly need in life. In this journey, we also touched upon the concept of contentment, understanding how it adapts to our unique individuality. If you haven't done so already, I encourage you to share your thoughts, even if it's just a snippet of what you think or what you've learned from our discussion. Your insights matter, and they have the power to enrich our community. We're all here to learn and grow, and your contribution can spark new perspectives and understanding for others. Let's continue to nurture this community as a warm and welcoming space. Your thoughts, experiences, and reflections are valuable. Together, let's make this community a place where everyone feels encouraged to share and grow. I hope you found our discussion on the backward law insightful, and as always, before you go, don't forget to hit that like button and toggle the notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on our next upload. Until then, see you next time.